So we are currently on task 1B, and that's this right here. Task 1B is asking when the left sensor is triggered by the color white, then the left wheel spins. Now, what's the difference between this and the one that you just did, in which the left sensor is triggered by the color white and the left wheel spins? Because on this one, I want to teach you how to use an operator. Here's the operator right here. We're using values now instead of just text words like white or black. I want to go ahead, I'm going to write this. I do try and give you as many hints as possible. Write a program that does the same action as task 1A above, but instead using the block command that contain the name of a color like black or white, you'll use an operator. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this code that you wrote before. And this line right here that went ahead and it said white, instead we're going to use this line of code right here. And now we're going to be using an operator, that's the green background, and giving it a value that will tell it what's in this chart right here. How do you read the chart? If I want to go ahead and trigger the line sensor, and I don't want there to be white, then I'm going to enter a value of 0 to trigger it. If I have the line sensor and I want the left sensor to be triggered by white, but not anything triggering the right sensor, then I'm going to enter a value of 1. And that's what this is asking here. When the left sensor is triggered by the color white, our left wheel will spin. So triggered by color white, left sensor, that's this one here. If we want the right sensor to be triggered, then we would use 2. And if we want both sensors have to be triggered, we'd use 3 in this spot. Okay? I'm going to continue writing here because I have hints for you. I usually have my robot sounds pack. When I pass a white object past the sensor or trigger, just wheel to turn. Hint, duplicate the 1A program, then delete the line of code that's looking for the color white and insert the operator 1 line of code. Then select a new motion block that allows the left wheel to turn at 50%. That's the if-then part. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and actually start building it. So control. Let's wait 1 second. Then let's go ahead and put in our forever. So we're in our loop. Then I'm going to have my if-then. And then in the if-then, instead of using this blue line of code, I'm going to use this line of code right here. So I'm going to go get my operator. I'm going to use equal. And I'm going to say equal to 1. Because 1 in this program I'm writing, remember I want when the left sensor is triggered, well, here's the left sensor, and that means we're going to use by white, it's number 1. So that's why I put number 1 there. And then we want to tell it, what are we using? We're using a line sensor. So I'm going to use this right here, the line follower. I'm going to slide that in there, and then I'm almost done. Now I need to tell it, okay, once that line follower sees white, now I need an action. So it's an if-then. If line follower sees white, then how about I want to turn, I want the left wheel to spin, but the right wheel I don't want to spin. So it has both of them in this line of code. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to slide it in, and then I'm going to change this line here. I'm going to go ahead and make it 0. And now this is how it reads. Once we're in it starts, it's waiting. Once it sees white on that left sensor, then left wheel is going to turn, right wheel is not going to do anything. Go ahead into your program, write this code, save it. I'm going to save it myself, and then go ahead and connect to your robot, upload it to your robot, test it, make sure it works. Once it does, come to me and I'll give you your points. Well done.